Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 10, you guys. So first things first, I haven't seen you guys in this new year. It is 2020. Do you guys have your 2020 vision? I'm glad to see you guys all back. Obviously, if you're watching me today, that means that you made it through, and I am glad to see you all blessed and highly favored, you guys. I had a very nice, uneventful New Year's, and been relaxing. It's kind of hard to get back on track and get started with these videos again, but you guys just pray for your girl that I can get back on track. It sure was nice, those 2 weeks of having no top of the blog. So anyway, you guys, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with Kenya and Cynthia. Cynthia is confronting her about the ruined proposal. Well, even though Cynthia said that hashtag Chill had a problem with it, I had to remind somebody that hashtag Chill wouldn't even have known about it if Cynthia hadn't brought it up to him. That means that Cynthia was actually bothered by it, even though she won't say it because Cynthia is a flip-flopper. I am reminded in this episode that Cynthia never really knows how to draw the line in the sand. That is one of the problems that many of us have with her. So now all of a sudden she's bringing it up to Kenya, but she's saying that Kenya didn't ruin anything. She just wanted to address it. What the fuck was the reason to address it? If everybody was fine with it, then what? Okay, so anyway, moving on along. Tanya was just like, I'm so sorry I missed it. And they were like, oh my God, that's right, you weren't there. Porsha was just like, oh my God, you would have been boo-hoo crying. It was so beautiful. She shows off her ring, all this and all that. Now, Nene is there, remember. She's walked in the middle of this conversation, still kind of uncomfortable, not really knowing what to say. Nobody's really talking to her, so she's just kind of sitting there off to the side. She says that she would have loved to have been there, but she's missed a lot of moments in Cynthia's life. I said, well, Cynthia did invite you. You didn't go. Okay, you sent cheese and wine and a card. Okay, well, probably not wine. It's bringing sand to the beach, but you did send cheese and crackers and a card. So that's what you chose to do. Candy was just like, all the girls here together, it's kind of strange having Nene on the outs. But looking at the whole group of girls and everything, this group has a long way to go. Okay, so this ain't nothing that we can just fix in a night. Anyways, Tanya says, well, let's go before, we lose our mojo. Let's get out on the town. They have plans for the evening. The King and Queen Showcase launches all of the festivities that kick off the celebration. So the girls all go see a big show, and it looks really beautiful. It looks like a good-ass time. All the people that I know that have gone to Carnival, they always look like they have a great time. I want to go one day. I know, Sophia, girl, I know you up there. I'm coming to see you one day. So we're in Canada, or Tanada, as Nene likes to call it. I was like, oh, it should be Tanyada, right? But anyway, you guys. She tells them when they get on the bus that she has a whole day planned for them tomorrow. So, everybody go on up to their room and get some good rest because I guess they're going to start pretty earlier in the day. But Nene has her friends, her girls to her room. So it's Nene and it's Marlo and it's Jovana and it's Candy. It's so strange that Candy is considered one of Nene's friends now. I mean, anyway, so they're all in there, this motley group. And Candy was just like, well, Nene, why was you so quiet as a church mouse today? And Nene was just like, well, when I first walked in, I didn't even know what you guys was talking about. But of course, they were talking about Cynthia's whole, getting engaged and everything. And the fact that she wasn't really holding Kenya to fucking up the proposal. And you guys know that, like I said, Cynthia doesn't never really want to give a firm answer. Marlo mentions their lunch that they had together. You know what really bothered me? It was when I sat down with her and I asked her, are you okay with what Kenya did at her wig thing? Okay. And all that Cynthia could say to her was that she wouldn't have done the same thing. Okay. And, Marlo was just like, if she would have just been straight up, I might have told her who recorded her. Okay. Oh, so you do know who recorded her. Okay. Candy feels like she's in the middle of this whole recording scandal. Because Nene told me first, and then I told Cynthia, and then I asked Jovana. Okay, she's asked everybody. She's asked Jovana if she was the one that was behind it, and remember, Jovana said no. Okay, but Candy figures that right now is the time that she's gonna get to the bottom of this. So who did it? Of course, nobody in the room is going to say. Nene doesn't say anything. She's eating her chips. Marlo's not saying. Jovana's definitely not saying. I'm just like, oh my God, they're going to drag this whole recording thing. Is it that fucking big of a deal? Okay. What is even said that she says on there that, we didn't already know that Cynthia felt about Nene anyways? I was just like, oh my God, 10 episodes. We've been hearing about this, probably a good 6 episodes. And we ain't got no closer to it than we did when we first heard about it. But anyway, while they're sitting there talking, Tanya walks in. She bounces in, and Nene was like, come on, Chanel, come on, Chanel. Marlo was just like, looking like Tatiana's secretary. Oh my God. So anyway, she sits down. They still trying to figure it out, so full disclosure. All right. Did you talk to B. Scott? Nene was like, honey, let me let you know that I do not talk to the blogs. Okay. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't do it. Nene don't do it. Nene don't do it. Lanithia Leaks don't do it. Okay. My last name might be Leaks, but I don't leak. So, who might have did it? This time they're actually talking about the card being leaked. What exactly Nene said on the card to Cynthia. And they come up with maybe Kenya was the one, because the card turned out missing at one point during the event. Okay, and then all of a sudden it showed back up. That would have been enough time really for Kenya to take a picture of it, send it on to B. Scott. And plus Kenya supposedly is friends with B. Scott. So maybe she did send it to him, and maybe that was the reason why he had word for word exactly what it said. Okay. So that's something else that we've got to try to figure out. But anyway, moving on along. The next morning, Porsha's man calls her. He tells her that he might pull up, okay, or pop up, whatever you want to call it. Candy calls Todd. She's talking to him about making sure that she can fit into her costume. And then Kenya checks on her baby. Everybody's getting ready for the day. All right, we see Tanya and Porsha. They're on their way to go try on their costume. Okay, when they get in there, they're all like, Toronto Carnival is a celebration of West Indian music and culture. So the costumes are all about pageantry, bling, dazzle, rhinestones, sequins. This is haute couture, handmade, you guys. You can't get this shit anywhere on the block, okay? So she got everybody's costumes are laid out on the table. Tanya had reached out to her friend and had everybody's costumes made. And now they're there, all beautiful feathers and sparkles and whatnots. The girls come in to try on their costumes, or to get their costumes. Some try them on their Candy, even though Candy was just like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I've been enjoying my best life, okay? Eating and everything, but honey, Candy goes in there, tries it on, comes right on out. I said, for somebody that was really uncomfortable, you jumped in it with the quickness, okay? A couple people took theirs on to their room. Kenya, Cynthia, they was like, no. Cynthia was like, wear the size 12 ass out, type of costume. Okay, but everybody pretty much is in good shape. Maybe might not have been shaved up enough, like Jovana kept saying. She needs to get some nair because she's a bush down there. TMI, child. Just go get the shit and shave it up, and we ain't got to know all of that. But the ones who was ready definitely tried theirs on. Jovana, Marlo. Okay, Nene was just like, dang, I wish I was going to be here with you guys. But Nene's got to go to Dallas. She has a show that she has to do out there. Candy was just like a black person. Get there late and leave early. But anyway, first things first, before Nene goes any further, Eva, can I talk to you? Okay, and Eva says, sure. So she sits down, and, we never really see Nene apologize just flat out, not saying I did this because, trying to give any type of reasoning why she did. She just says, she apologizes basically. Eva still had to go on and on about, her finding out on TV that, she was mic'd, and then when she confronted her about it at the reunion and how funky Nene was to her, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's trying to apologize. We already know how you felt about it. I mean, granted, her baby daddy is a Looney Tune, so I can see why, it got to be all of this covert mission about, her safety and her daughter's safety, her family's safety, whatever. But at the end of the day, I told you guys from the beginning, Eva's problem with Nene was never that big. I felt like, she made it worse at the reunion It was really something that could have easily been handled, like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have had the mic on, I didn't, whatever. But it didn't need to get to this point for Nene to just, for Eva to just feel like she just flat out can't trust Nene anymore. But Nene was funky at the reunion, but Nene was funky already. She was in that mode, so she wasn't fixing to nice up. She was not about to nicen up for Eva. So, but she apologizes, and Eva accepts it. She says that she's going to tread lightly, but you know what? That's fine. So, they make up and, everybody's happy. Oh, okay. And Nene is hoping that she can have that same kind of, maybe a nice conversation with Porsha and Cynthia. And those are the ones that she really has legitimate beef, if you ask me, with. We get through that. Everybody goes, I guess, to their room, gets dressed. We are on our way to the CN Tower, okay? And that is out there in Toronto. Everybody's going to get strapped to a building and you hang from... They was like, oh, hell the fuck no, we are not doing that, okay? I would have 100% been that one that's like, no, I am terrified of heights, especially if I'm outside. I'm uncomfortable if I'm inside, but if I'm outside, there's absolutely no way. Like, I can't even go on the top of the house and stand on the roof. Okay, yeah, that's so definitely not happening here. But Tanya's trying to convince him, come on, girls, there's nothing better than team building than risking our lives, okay? Death becomes us. All right, well, you be dead and tell us how it is. That's what Kenya told her. But I think as the girls got there, they started to warm up to the idea. The lady was explaining to them what they're gonna do. They're gonna stand out on this platform, telling everybody. So it's all this kind of confusion. They probably had an appointment time, like Tanya said, and of course they missed their appointment time. So now they got to really just kind of figure out who's going up, who's not. Okay, and you're just like, I do it. Pretty much everybody agrees to do it. They are so better than me, okay? But everybody agrees to do it with the exception of Eva. Of course, she's pregnant. She can't do it. And Nene, who was just like, oh, hell no, I'm black and black people don't hang off buildings. So, but the rest of the girls go up. And I'm going to tell you, I was watching that and it was giving me anxiety just watching it. Like, there is absolutely no way. Oh, my God. The whole time I was watching them, when they was going out the door and they was looking, Cynthia was just like, I don't think I want to do this. I think I changed my mind. But, at this point, you already strapped up and ready to go. I would have started crying. Like, that's the kind of baby that I am, okay? I would have started crying. I might have peed. It would have been some sort of... So the whole time that they was out there and the lady was just like, okay, everybody. Oh, that was Tanya's voice, huh? The lady was so excited, and she kind of sounded just like your Disney, tour guide when you're on like a what is that, the ride at Disneyland, when the one that you just get on when you tired of getting on everything else and you just go on the boat ride and it just kind of goes through the jungle. The lady is talking to them and telling them all the things that they can do. All right, Candy, I'm a thrill seeker, so none of this is anything to me. Okay, it's all no big deal to her, which is fine. If that's your thing and you love it, that's fine. But I hate when people try to make it seem like just because your motherfucking ass is willing to do all of this, that I'm the, I'm the weak one because I can't do it. Anyway. The lady has Candy be the first one to, back up and hang off the side of the building, give her, high five and all of that. And I think as the girls stood up there long enough and, got a little bit more confidence, they got a little bit more comfortable with the idea. Now, at the same time, Nene and Eva are inside. They actually go up on the outside elevator so they can see themselves going up, see all of the city. That Nene was scared as shit. Okay, but they get all the way up to the top and, it's sort of like a twirling, slowly twirling top so they can see all of the city. I think they said they're 161 floors up, or 116. I think it was 161 floors up. So this is high as fuck. I mean, you are looking down at the top of buildings that are already like high. So is it high as the one that's in Chicago? Yeah, I went to the one in Chicago, and just standing out in that little box on the side of the building, that shit scared me. So But anyway, they're sitting there talking, and Nene's glad that she and Eva were able to, fix their problems and talk. Earlier, before they had all gone up, Eva had told everybody that she had that Nene had apologized, and Kenya was just like, of course she apologized now, because she don't have any fucking friends. Nobody will play with her. Okay, so first she had Candy, then she had Tanya, now it's Eva. She was like, I guess she got Cynthia and Porsha because there's absolutely no love coming this way. I said, you right about that. Now that Eva and Nene are talking on the inside, Nene is not real sure how the conversation will go with her and Porsha, because they had some words, okay? But the funny thing about it is Nene, okay, so Nene has a problem with the fact that she said this shit to Porsha, but Porsha went to the blogs and posted it, okay? Now, you gonna be saying all kind of foul, funky mess, all right, to somebody a couple of weeks after they just had a baby, okay? You cannot expect, we fighting now, right? Okay, all is fucking fair in love and war. Yes, it might not be the best way to be, going on and blasting what your, supposed friends said, but you shouldn't have said the shit anyway, okay? You done sent it and you got it on text. So Porsha put that out there for everybody to read, and you can't have a problem with her doing it because you sent it to her. It's not like she stole something out of your phone, okay? So, but she's mad that she did that. She said that's just like you sending a naked picture to your husband, and then he get mad at you and he put it on the internet. Not quite. Not quite. When she's talking to Eva, she's telling Eva, she said some mean shit, but so did Porsha. She got into the whole fat shaming thing, and Nene was just like, and the whole thing was like, she was fat before she got pregnant. I was like, first of all, Porsha looks good. Porsha is thick, okay? But Nene is thick as well, but not in the same way. I'm thinking to myself, like, if anybody had Nene or Porsha in the bed and they had a choice between the two, I bet you they would choose Porsha first, okay? That's not to say that Nene's body is fucked up or anything like that, but Porsha, I don't know anybody that's gonna kick her out of bed. Most men wouldn't, okay? So let's not even go there with the bodies. But whatever, they finished their little talk. She's gonna try to talk to them, see what comes of it, okay? As far as Kenya's concerned, absolutely not. She was like, me and Kenya have never been friends, so I can talk about her. It don't even really matter, okay? I don't owe her anything. She doesn't owe me anything. I said, yes, I agree with that sentiment as well, okay? So anyway, they have their conversation. The girls up there, they all do their things. Candy's just like, these girls they are so excited like they did something. They're all just like, if this makes you feel like you guys have some sort of sisterhood, then so be it, okay, cornballs. No, they're all jumping and happy, honey. Let me tell you something. If I would have been the one out there doing that shit, you don't know how big a feat that would have been, honey. I would have wanted $1 million check afterward. I'd have been like, I know I get something for this shit. Anyway, the girls take off their little gear and they go down back to the bus. Join Nene and Eva back there. Tanya's telling them what she has planned for them that evening. Later on, I thought that it would be really nice to have like a cocktail family and friends hour. So, again, we're going to go back to the hotel. Everybody get themselves together and get ready. And then we are going to all celebrate on the rooftop. I'm going to get there early so I can kind of set up. So you guys just come on down or come on up and, join the festivities. So they're back in their rooms. They're getting ready. Porsha gets a knock at the door while she's getting her makeup done. And, it is flowers, okay? Of course, it's from Dennis. And there's a little note on there that says, doggone it, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I'm not gonna lie, getting wooed by Dennis really makes me feel good. But honey, he is trying to get his family back, okay, child? Thank you, Jesus and the Lord above. I ain't even gonna tell you what I thought about doggone it. She calls her sister and she tells her sister about these flowers, and she was just like, look at what I got, okay? These flowers, sister was like, who they from? And she was just like, they from Dennis. Who else they gonna be from, okay? But why did Kai say doggone it, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Like, too soon, too soon. Child, the joke's right through the center. I was like, doggone it. Even the producer was like, now, what's the problem with this exactly? She was like, because he was in the doghouse. Oh, okay. That ain't what we thought. She's telling her sister that she's going to this rooftop thing that Tanya's having. You know, she told Dennis that she's going to be having drinks and shit with LeBron and Drake. I don't know why she kept on saying LeBron, okay? But Drake. And she's just like, yeah, he going to think I'm going to be popping bottles with Drake and LeBron, and I'm really going to be having cornbread with somebody's auntie. At the same time, we see Tanya in her room getting her makeup done, and there's a knock at the door, okay? She's all excited, okay? She opens the door, hey, baby! Ooh, she gives him a hug, and then she's just like, oh my God! Who might it be, you guys, but Dennis? What are you doing here? He came to get his girl, okay? She was just like, oh, that's the spirit. That damn Tanya was so touched. Dennis is there. He got to get his girl back. Like you said, he done brought the ring and everything. So he ready. I said, what you ready to do, Dennis? What you about to do? But the rooftop event, they all get on the bus. I was like, to go to the roof? I mean, I guess the rooftop is somewhere else. I'm thinking literally the roof of the building that they were in, but I guess not. Okay, so they get on the bus. You know, Kenya jumps up. She acts like she's Tanya. Okay, I feel like I do a much better Tanya, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. She tells everybody that they have to, you know, mock somebody. So Porsha gets up and Porsha does Cynthia, and then Candy is Nene, and Cynthia is Marlo, and Eva is Jovana. Then Jovana gets up and she's Porsha. But why is she just some old jive talking booty sticking out? Some old ignorant ass ghetto like, girl, what you doing? What you doing? You got some chicken? Give me some chicken, girl. Give me some devil eggs. You got some devil eggs. Porsha was just like, so all I be doing is asking for chicken and deviled eggs. But whatever, they get to the rooftop. They sit down, all sit down around a table, and, you know, they're just saying how much Toronto is just so sexy. They just love it. Okay, Vancouver is cute, honey, but it ain't got nothing on Toronto. Then Candy asks Tanya, so why did you leave Toronto? And she says, well, it was at the time when everybody was doing like travel nursing. So I lived in New York for like 6 years. And then after I met Paul, it was just like hook, line, and sinker. Okay. She ended up moving to Atlanta. I guess she was a traveling nurse. I hadn't heard that part. I always heard that she had a background in tech. But she definitely said traveling nurse, didn't she? So I wasn't quite sure, but maybe that's what she did at, you know, at one time. But I hear she's very successful in the technology industry right now. But anyway, they go on and do a toast. Okay, Porsha's just like, here's to sex, love, and life in Toronto. Okay, woo! Everybody drinks, whatever. Then Porsha, Candy, and Kenya walk off to talk. Okay, and damn it, we gonna get down to Snake Gate. Hey, Kenya was just like, do you even believe it? And Porsha's just like, I 100% believe it. Like, why would she, is Nene, why would she make up something? Sometimes the truth is so bad, you don't even have to lie. Okay, so yeah, we believe that the recording is there, even though I think that they're making a bigger deal out of this recording. It's gonna be some bullshit, you guys. It's gonna be something in the background that somebody accidentally recorded while they was recording something else. It's gonna be some shit. Watch, it ain't gonna be nothing like somebody was just actually sitting there with the mic up to somebody's mouth, or, you know, have it hidden away. So anyway, Porsha was just like, well, have we cut out Jovana? And Kenya was like, no, we ain't cut Jovana out yet. I don't know her like that. Okay, and I don't trust her. Okay, well, Candy was just like, well, I've asked her numerous times. And each time she has said, no, she's not the person. So Candy don't know. But what she does know is she thinks that Jovana is, you know, ready to crack. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna put the pressure on Jovana. Okay, Kenya gonna be the bad cop, Porsha's gonna be the halfway good, halfway bad cop, and then Candy is gonna be the quiet cop. Okay, they're gonna try to, you know, hem her up that kind of way. So fine, go get Jovana. You know, Jovana is sitting down over there with the rest of the girls. Marlo actually broke the ice between Cynthia and Nene. Well, Nene, Cynthia had called me and told me that she wanted to talk to you and thank you. Okay, Cynthia, what did you say? And so Cynthia says, yeah, I wanted to thank you for the card and the cheese and the crackers and everything. You know, I would have done it, but you had blocked me. Okay, well, Nene blocked her because she had blocked her first. So she blocked her back. Cynthia said it's tit for tat. Well, nigga, you ain't gonna block me and I don't block you either. You ain't gonna have the time. You ain't gonna be the one to say when I got to listen to something that you say. Fuck, we both blocked. But that was enough to break the ice. You know, Nene says, you know, she's happy for her. You know, she shows her ring and Nene was just like, oh yes, girl, I can see the stone, honey. She can see the stone there. But like I said, Porsha and them come and get her, you know. Jovana, can we talk to you for a second? So obvious. Like, why would you guys need to talk to Jovana? Ain't nobody trying to give her the time of day, half of the time anyway. Okay. So they pull Jovana over to the side and Jovana was just like, what's going on? Like, why are you guys being so nice? Like, what are you trying to talk to me for? Okay, did you guys put something in my drink? No, girl, ain't nobody putting nothing in your drink. Okay, well, where's your drink? Here go my drink right here. Here, everybody's drinks. Okay, girl, calm down. It's all right. So, you know, what do you think about the girls and the group and everything? And Jovana was just like, honey, she got their number. She was just like, it's a whole bunch of fake, phony shit going around. Like, you know, y'all claim to be so real, but that ain't how Jovana see it. Well, okay, they just want to know who's real and who's fake, okay? And evidently there's a snake that's running around in the group and they need to know who it might be. As far as this recording is concerned. And Jovana was just like, oh, you trying to say that I did the recording? No, girl, we know you didn't do it, but do you know who did do it? And Jovana was just looking around and she said, oh yeah, I know who did it. Okay, and Candy was just like, I didn't ask you a million times, you know. I said, no, Candy, you asked her if she did it. I guess you ain't really asked her if she knew who did do it. Or maybe she did. Did she? Maybe she did. Is it somebody in the circle? Can you ask her? She says, yeah, definitely. She was like, and then Porsha says, well, is she here? And Jovana's just like, that is not her, you know, her story to tell. That's not her business to tell. If the person ever comes, you know, becomes comfortable enough to say something, then that's when they'll do it. So they was just like, girl, what? Okay, Jovana's not budging. This is getting her the camera time that she needs, okay, that she wants. So she's not really trying to tell them nothing extra. And so y'all gets nothing bumpkins from Jovana. And I guess right now we can say that she's not the snake. Now, people are starting to say that Tanya is the one that's the snake. I really honestly don't think that she is the person, because when they were sitting down talking, when Tanya, Nene, Jovana, and Marla were sitting down talking, it seemed like she would have been the one to just say, okay, I'm the one that did it, okay? But the fact that she just sat there and not said anything, I just don't see it. I really feel like it's going to be one of the men or something. It's going to be the men. It could even be Kenya's man, all right? But it might not be not a flat out just like them recording. I don't know, but it's going to be some shit, you guys. You already know. But I think we all know that Jovana is not the snake as of now. But anyway, nothing out of her. So they go back over to the group and, you know, Tanya is just like, I just first want to say thank you to everybody that came. All of my old friends can meet all of my new friends. You know, I really love you guys. And I have a special guest here today who can really tell you something about love, okay? And who might the special guest be but, you know, the superintendent. Here he comes. Okay, he's smiling. Next thing you know, Porsha's all surprised, like, oh my God, is he here? And then next thing you know, he's on the floor. I'm sure he is about to propose. I'm sure it's the editing, because it looks like he just walks in and just gets down on his knees. And I was like, now I know he didn't just do that, because I would be annoyed if I was Porsha if he did that. So next week, I guess we'll see how that whole thing played out. But I'm so fucking sick of Bravo for stretching out this trip to Toronto to, what is we on now? This is the third episode on Toronto. Was it? No, this is the second episode on Toronto. We're gonna be on 3 episodes and we still ain't got to the fight. And they've been showing it every week like it's gonna be on the next episode, and the shit ain't came yet, so I'm just annoyed. But that was it for episode 10. Halfway through, you guys, halfway through. All right, rock stars, that is it. Still gotta do Power. That shouldn't take long, you guys. And then get on back to work. You guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right, all right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.